Hello everyone and welcome back to the European LCS expansion tournament for 2015. We've already brought you quite a few VODs from last weekend and we're going to move into game number 2 of Gamers 2. I almost said SK Game Prime, we did those earlier. Gamers 2 versus Team Strix. Current scoreline is 1-0 in favour of Gamers 2 and it wasn't a pretty affair if you're a Team Strix player or fan.
Yeah, 30 kills to 9 it ended up, and dominant performances, especially from Yuki in the bottom lane. And I guess you could say from Ocelot in the mid lane, honestly. He did very well. Possibly a couple of duels he should have won, but he did his job at the end of the day. He was the man that took out, completely removed the mid laner. So we'll see how this one plays out. At the moment, it was a very strong victory, but there was a couple of cocky plays in there from Gamers 2, so potential for mistakes. We'll see how it goes. Well,
we're going to jump straight into that game then and get things underway. As we mentioned, 1-0, the scoreline in favour of Ocelot's Gamers 2. And I hate saying Ocelot's Gamers 2 because this team is more than just Ocelot. JWoww.
He does own the team, though.
He does own the team, yeah. I suppose it is technically on paper, you know, right.
To be fair, we don't say Reginald TSM or Hotshot CRG, do we? So
no.
Not anymore, anyway.
No.
Because, like those players, they retired. Ocelot can't quite take the hint. He's still going. He's still trying to hit it. Still slogging out, and we'll see if it works out for him. So, couple of changes in, obviously, the pick and bans. We don't get to see them because we are casting off the VOD here. So, all we are seeing is literally what picks have come out. And you can see a number of changes. Mainly, look at the top lane. Lee Sin. No, that's just, they're the wrong way around. I was looking at it, I was thinking, there's no way that's a Lee Sin and Jax. It's a Jax. Maybe nickname as Jax up against JWoww on, god damn it, why can I not think of his name? Victor, because you don't see Victor very often. That's why you don't see him. In fact, really, you don't see him in competitive play at all. He's doing the spam, so it looks like he's floating. Yeah,
and this is an interesting one because JWoww was known as one of the best Jax players around, actually, in Europe. So, this is probably the single game today where I really would have liked to have seen the pick orders from this one to see if JWoww actually picked that Victor into the Jax or how they exactly went about this one. But let's give you a rundown of the two teams anyway. That back ping always sounds like a low HP ping, which, you know, me being my nervous, terrible observer self, I always think that I'm missing something. But yeah, maybe nickname on Jax this time around. Kenster is going to be playing on Lee Sin. Heaven Strike with Orianna in the mid lane. Sir Alpha Q has taken Graves away from Yuki. And Viorli is going to be playing on Thresh, which Kasing was absolutely amazing on in the last game. Which means that Kasing has actually been forced onto Nami this time around with a Corki for Yuki.
And Kasing's straight at it. Look at this. Instant aggression, but both of them is keeping them busy while Yuki just farms. And remember, of course, Yuki picked up that 2-for-1 in this bottom lane last time around. Kasing just set him up on a plate, honestly. And again, it started as it finished in the last game. They are putting some serious punishment on these two. This time around, Sir Alpha Q, like you say, on Graves. Yuki played very well on it, honestly, in the last matchup. But Corki for Yuki is just punishing them as they get caught in the bubble, and another phosphorus bomb comes in. They're not even hit level 2 yet, and they're just getting battered.
Yeah, this has not started off well, has it? 11-6. This wave, well, I was going to say this wave should be farmed up nicely, but it's just not being farmed up nicely. Turret's pretty much taken every single one of them there. Let's move away from that one and have a look at this top lane. Maybe nickname who was quite heavily camped by Ko in that last game. Had some real troubles getting going on Lulu. The rumble of JWoww was just far too strong by the end. Interested to see how Victor goes for him. Up till now, he does have a CS lead, as we are going to see Kasing actually going to get flayed here, but not quite into turret range, which is always a pain. If they've got him in turret range, that might have actually ended up in a first blood going the way of TS. Didn't work out for them though, and as such, that lane is just going to continue to be bullied out there. Look at Viorli going super low, and it's all pretty much damage from Kasing.
Yeah, he is absolutely punishing right now. Maybe nickname also taking a beating. I noticed JWoww, it looks like he's leveling up. Let's have a quick peek at him. We can see, I think it's just his shield he's leveled up. No, he's still gone with the Death Ray, but he leveled the shield, just the one in there, just to keep poking at maybe nickname. Every time he comes near, poke straight in there and clearing out every little poke on towards him. Look at it just hitting the tower. He's going to get caught with the counter strike, but already got it down. He's in trouble.
Baited.
Is it enough? Baited, but first blood went to maybe nickname.
Yeah, he got it there as well, and it was a bait, all right, but they were a little bit slow to react to this one. Meanwhile, Kenta's coming in. He fancies his chances against Ko. I don't fancy his chances against Ko. He's flashed. There's minions. There's a red buff. He's dead. No. No. I don't know. I mean, yes, Lee Sin is strong and he can get the moment, but he gave him the bonus. Kasing this time has to flash out of range of the tower. And again, the Ignite was used out by this time, but Kasing fancied it. Mid lane, Heaven Strike, he's in trouble. The Ignite ticking. He goes down. Ocelot picks up the kill. And just like that, game was 2-3-1 up. And starting out how it pretty much ended that game one.
They're in trouble.
Why haven't they left the tower here? I'm not sure about that one. They go down. Yuki gets exhausted, but that'll not stop him Valkyrieing away to safety. Zeralpha, he gets locked up inside the bubble. Yuki, though, was tanking up the turret. Are they going to keep doing this one? This will be a test to see how good Kasing and Yuki can coordinate. Zeralpha actually going to flash away from this one. Yuki's already flashed as well. His Valkyrie wasn't up for another 5 seconds. Well, they force him out of lane. 37-13 CS down there. That is a absolute massacre with Yuki again starting out with an early kill. Ocelot with an early kill. Ko's got 2 of them to his name.
And, you know, we were thinking that it was going to be all about this bottom lane, and it kind of is. It is a golfing class down here, but all of the lanes right now are very much going the way of Gamers 2 as a blazing trail gets left by Yuki. Valkyrie's back, and he's going to go back and buy, and I guess that's going to be like the pickaxe to begin with. Is he going to go straight towards a Phage, maybe? We'll see what he picks up with his first back. There it is. The Phage goes straight in. Heaven Strike, trouble for you, and he's not going to go around the tower. Ocelot takes him easily.
Yeah. Deathmark explosion, that satisfying sound, unless, well, it's the enemy, Zed, that's going after you. And, well, it leaves him at 2-0. A fed Zed, definitely not what you want.
They might get the tower, you know.
Add a Kha'Zix on top of that,
well, they're not hitting
and you
it.
don't want it. Yeah, they're not really hitting it. I think getting rid of a little bit more farm. Ocelot trying to extend his lead on that front, as if the kills to his name weren't already enough. Kenster, who lost that terrible duel, just a bad choice to enter into a duel there in the top lane against Ko, finds himself struggling here to get things going. Meanwhile, Ko, he's not in any problems whatsoever. Meanwhile, this is interesting. G2 did decide to go back. Phage in there, double Doran's Blade, and Zeralpha and Vioreli have pushed them back in lane. But for how long?
Yeah, no, I think that was when they were actually, because they were back and buying, and I think Zeralpha Q, obviously, they went back a lot earlier and came out. I think that's the only reason. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason, because there's a 33 CS differential. Or Kasing's just trying to draw them out and they want to land some of those bubbles, which he has thrown out quite a lot. Blue buff potential steal coming out from Ko here. He's actually hanging around it. Yep, he's going to take that one away. I think, is he setting it up for someone, or is he just... No, I don't think he's waiting for Ocelot. Death Center's not going to land this time around, so that's going to be taken away. Yep, that's picked up cleanly. And that's actually taken away from Heaven Strike, and that's something he's going to need because he's already losing that duel, and that is going to hurt Heaven Strike and keep the Ocelot really in a massive way at the moment. He's dominating that mid lane.
Good damage here, though, from Heaven Strike. And I'm just scared about this bottom lane, so I feel like a hook into a bubble is probably going to happen. Yeah. And that's maybe why the next fights are going to come down. Ko's actually recalling here, whether it's just a test vision. Nope, he's actually recalling. And we'll come back with Spirit Stone and his mobility boots done. Already had those 2 long swords from a little bit earlier on. And 8 minutes on the clock. 5-1 he kills. There's another bubble. No follow through, or not a big follow through at least. There was a phosphorus bomb. Meanwhile, Jack's up top having a go here onto JWoww, and he just simply saunters off from that one. Will be forced out of lane, but teleport is off cooldown, so JWoww won't miss out on too much.
Yeah, that's not bad poke, honestly, coming out of maybe Nickname. Despite the fact he hasn't got that many items, he managed to almost burst down JWoww. And that just shows the danger. There's the wave coming in. Vioreli's been caught out. Ko's going to be the focus. He's jumping in. Can he catch on towards him? No. Manages to get away. The hook comes through. Still not enough. He's safe on the tower.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if they're actually safe on this tower now, though, because we've got Zed coming down. Kha'Zix is already there. Oh, they spot that Lee Sin's trying to do his red buff. Good little shockwave coming out, but will it be enough to actually save Kensta? The Ignite is ticking in. One more will do it. Oh, Yuki comes in, snipes him from the side. Max range bubble from Kasing as well. It means they get Heaven Strike, but they did lose out on that kill. Heaven Strike got the kill onto Kasing just before he died. So that was another bit of a messy affair inside the jungle, but it leaves now Corki, who's already a mile ahead, with a red buff as well.
Well, I think Vorley just checked that bush. It's like, oh, make sure they're not there. Hooks onto Yuki, but what are you going to do? You've got no follow-on. Tako's there. It's a massive bait, and Vorley is going to drop down, and Yuki picks himself yet another. 4-0 now for him, and here comes Ocelot. Sir Alpha Q, you got to make tracks, or you are going down. The moment this wave comes in, they're not even going to wait for the wave. They're just going to jump on towards him. There we go. Ocelot wants it. Ocelot gets it, and he just strolls on out just about from the tower. 9-2. To Gamers 2.
Well, really not going the way that Team Strix would have liked this one too. Hey, look, a 3-0-1 Z, 4-0-1 for Corki. Overall, looking so strong. Kasing getting that Magi's in there, which, I mean, if he carries on picking up assists like this, he's not going to have too much trouble filling it if the game even goes long enough at this rate. I mean, we're 10 minutes in only, and there's a 5,000 gold lead for Gamers 2. And so far, it's looking like Gamers 2 certainly are the better class of team at this point, which you'd probably expect from a team that has their own gaming houses. We are going to see JWoww maybe nickname exchanging the ultimate from JWoww. Does a deceptive amount of damage, you know. There's another death ray, and there is a bug to finish him off. It's Ko's third of the game. He's got 8, or been involved in 8 from the 10 kills. Meanwhile, Yuki down bottom went for Sir Alpha, and he gets it with a red buff. The red buff that he stole earlier thanks to that kill onto Lee Sin.
Wow, this is just all really tumbling out of control. Mid lane, Kensta's in trouble. Ocelot's very low from this one. Can he get caught out? Kensta has to land it. He tries to come around, jukes him around there with the shields. Is it going to be enough? Yes, the last shadow works out. Ocelot throws out the shurikens. He's not done yet. Maybe nickname comes in, lands the stun. Shockwave pulls him in, but Ko still doesn't go down. And Yuki comes in and sweeps up the mess. He's now 6-0-2. Vorley been found. Kasing's on him. He's going to carry on through. Phosphorus Brom will give the vision. Ocelot comes around, and it's Kasing that gets himself on the board with a kill to help the stacks of his book.
And I'm sure that TS won't mind me saying this, but if there was an option to surrender at 12 minutes, they may just well take it at this point. I mean, 15-2. It's almost a 10,000 gold lead, just 12 minutes in. It will be 10k here in just a few moments, because this tower looking like it's going to go down. Sir Alpha, I'm not sure about this one. I don't think he can really... Okay, he's proved me wrong. He's held on to the tower, and they didn't dive him at least just yet. It actually looks like Ocelot's moving around to get back into his lane, or even be taking this blue buff thanks to Ko. Meanwhile, JWoww moved towards middle. And items-wise, farm-wise, JWoww is ahead of everyone by a decent margin as well. I mean, if you compare him to his top lane number, if you like, 73 to 116 CS. Same amount with the mid laner there as well. AD carries, well, Sir Alpha, 50 CS.
To 102.
To 102. He is a country mile behind, I guess.
No,
tell you
dead.
What, maybe nickname is probably not escaping this one. He leap strikes off, but he's not going to be able to get away. They move away from the stun and finish it off expertly. Unstoppable now for Ocelot. 5-0-2 for him.
Max range void spikes from Ko there, sniping him from range to just land that slow, doing so much damage. Kasing was soloing in the mid lane, mid lane. He's dead. Heaven mate, he's dead. Heaven Strike taken down. They got the dragon. TS got the dragon, but they lost a couple more kills.
They did that last game as well, and it didn't really help them out in the big picture, sadly. And look at that item difference.
Yeah, that's
pickaxe Trinity Force to just the pickaxe.
Full Trinity Force differential.
Yeah, that is not pretty. I mean,
he could 2v1 them down the bottom. He may well do that.
Ocelot's got a Sword of the Occult now as well, because stacking items, and why not?
Let's see, is he going to try and 2v1? Doesn't matter, Ko's coming in, he's going to go in towards it. Yuki, Phosphorus Bomb will land. Vorley taken straight down, the exhaust used on Ko. Is it going to be enough? He's taking tower hits, he will go down. It's Kenster though that picks it up. That really needed to go to Sir Alpha. He gets the kick on Yuki, but Yuki turns around and just blasts him away. Now he's going to go on towards Sir Alpha, dodges out of the way of the bubble. Is it enough? The bomb comes through, uses the heal. One more shot is all it takes. Kasing's going to go down to the tower. He gets a revenge. Oh, the heal potion just running is enough. Meanwhile, we're not going to ignore the mid lane. Ocelot gets himself the kill. Maybe Nickname, he's going to go down as well. And all across the board, towers are a-tumbling, kills are coming. It's 22-3. Not even 15 minutes into game, ladies and gentlemen. It is a massacre.
Well, if they didn't have the surrender option at 12, they probably would have used it at 14.5 because that just got ridiculous right there. 12,000 gold lead. Not even 15 minutes into the game. How much money have they got to spend? Well, not a lot now because they've just spent it all on ridiculous things like Sword of the Occult for Ocelot that's got 3 stacks on it. There's 1 in there as well. Oh, for Ko, I was going to say, and he's about to add some stacks to that anymore. One. There's the jump over. Dear. And there is another, oh, well, I say another 2 stacks. The first 2 stacks for Ko on his Sword of the Occult. Where's he going?
He's dead, yeah.
Yeah, he knows he's dead. And
his sword's not going to get any stacks that way. He's still got the 1 on there, though. So, what are they going to do? I'm not sure they can do anything, honestly. They are going to try and stack up and group up and take down Yuki by the looks of it. Yuki's the focus target down the bottom here, but he's already backing away. The one man that does play it safe-ish is Yuki, and keeping his head, staying in the bush.
I just can't see how it's possible for them to come back from this on Team Strix. I mean, it'd take probably 3 Baron just complete throws at this stage for them to, you know, really have a legitimate chance of getting back into this one. Especially, I mean, the type of champions that they've got, Kha'Zix and Zed, you know, they're just champions that once you start rolling, there's just no stop whatsoever. I mean, 6-0-3, Corky's 7-0-5. Ko's died a couple of times, but that doesn't really matter to them, I don't think, because Ocelot continues to try and pressure. There is Kenster coming, actually lands the Q. Ocelot will flash away. So still a little bit of danger. There's a tidal wave from the side. JWoww going to come across. There's the ulti put down. It might be able to just chase him through. It might even kill both of them, you know. There is the ultimate, the shockwave coming out onto Ocelot. But he just turns around onto Vioreli. I think he's got the damage. The death mark will pop. They end up losing Kasing, who can feel a little bit unlucky about that one. There's Yuki trying to finish off Sir Alpha. And, well, across the board, just decimation from Gamers 2.
You know, we said in game 1 they got a bit too cocky. I think they're allowed to right now because they're 25-5 up. They're allowed to be overconfident to the point that they're coming back, and look at that. Maybe Nickname just got his damage removed. He's shredded away. That's going to be the tower. I don't think they can stop Yuki. Kenster's going to come in, and I think if he went for it, he'll just get destroyed. He has to use the kick instead. Just like, get off the tower, please. Please get off the tower, Senpai. This is not happening. Instead, Yuki just turns around, back on towards him. Coming around the side is Ko. Wants to leap in there. In and out. Thank you very much. It's like a takeaway.
Well, it looked pretty tasty as well. That gives him his 5th stack as well on the Sword of the Occult. And honestly, he could probably just turn and kill Vioreli, who's completely on his own, strangely, here inside his own jungle. Exhaust will be used, but that's going to time out. And Ko, actually getting hooked in there, gets the kill anyway. No, it was stolen by Yuki. Kasing had come around to help them out. And, well, I mean, we're 17 minutes 55 into this one. It's very clear to see who is going to win this game in the end.
Nickname.
Maybe Nickname is maybe dead. There's no maybe about it.
So there's the armor shred. Everyone, the armor shred on, and then just, 10-10, Ko. Sword of the Occult up to 8 stacks. Ocelot is up to 8 now because he just got that kill there. He may turn this. He could turn Kenster here. Yeah, he's got 2 levels on him. He's just waiting for his cooldowns. There we go. There's the cooldowns. Oh, not quite got him. Kenster gets the kill. The shutdown bonus. 500 gold goes his way. While that was happening, Heaven Strike got taken down by Yuki once again, who himself is 908 now. Oh, Vorley escaped this one. JWoww is not someone you want to mess with. Pulls his ulti down, takes down 1. Can he take down a second? Is he going? Locks him out. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it is. now maybe Nickname's going to jump on and the counter-strike will land. I think he's going to go down here. He's got Ko coming in support. Is it going to be quick enough? Jumps around, gets the shield down. In comes Ko. Is it going to be enough? No, Ko, you've left your teammate to die to go for the kill instead. He should not go for that one. But instead, they both escape. No one dies.
Oh, you say that, but Corky's going to come in, and one rocket is going to be enough. Oh, it misses. Nice, JWoww. Short-lived, his existence there, trying to recall in the river.
It's 33-6.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's a pretty one-sided game, I think, is a fair analysis of what exactly is going on. There's Ko baiting them in. They thought it was a 3 versus 1. It was actually a 3v2. And Ko leaping around is going to be able to pick up even more. Oh. There is actually that one for Yuki, who goes legendary 10-0-10. Amazing kind of numbers in a tournament for such an important thing here. As Ocelot is going to go in, he gets himself the kill onto Heaven Strike, and this is going to be an inhibitor turret going down. Maybe Nickname, he's also a dead man once his counter-strike finishes. Oh, he's
dodged it! Dodged it! One more! No, the big bomb misses as well. Uses the wave to try and land it in there. Not going to happen. Doesn't matter. Yuki, you don't want to take those tower hits, buddy. You need to hit that tower itself. So Alpha going to get the Q and the shutdown bonus. He was 10-0-10. That's going to be a chunk of change for him. And he will pay the price, but doesn't matter. He's got the gold. Can he complete his first Infinity Edge item? That is the question. Yes, he can. You're only at Trinity Force, a pickaxe and Source Boots away now.
Yeah, a little bit further behind than his opposite number, Victor Ultimate, whose name I've totally forgot, by the way, because that's how long I've not seen Victor. No. Chaos Storm, that's the one.
Of course. Where's Quick Shot when you need him, eh?
Yeah. Oh, Heaven Strike going to be caught out. Ocelot goes in.
Not enough.
Where's the finisher? No. Didn't have Deathmark available. But we're at 20 minutes and 50 seconds into this game. There's not a lot of activity going on in the Team Strix base right now, which tells me, you know, a surrender may well just be imminent at this point.
Well, you would hope so at 38-7. Yeah. There's always going to be that one guy in your team who goes, I don't know, I think we can turn this around.
They've got more thousands of gold lead than minutes on the clock. And there is a surrender. Ocelot did get the kill right at the very end there onto Heaven Strike. But it was just not a close one whatsoever there. 5-1-4 for JWoww, 12-2-12 for Ko, 10-1-5 for Ocelot, 10-1-11 for Yuki, and 2-2-15 in the end for Kasing.
And it was Ko that won the stack race. He got 14, Ocelot 10, and 13 for Kasing. So the stack race wins. Fantastic performance, honestly. Real dominant. But Gamers 2 looking good coming into this one. But we don't really know the strength of Team Strix. Like, is this a really solid performance by Gamers 2? Or is this Gamers 2 just coming up against maybe a much lower ranked team, which I think is more likely?
Well, that's the thing, right? I don't want to spoil the results for, you know, last week's games in case you guys haven't seen. You can find them all on lolesports.com. They'll play either Faculty or Tricked Esports. Now, either of those two teams, I think, are going to be stronger on paper there. And we'll see exactly how Gamers 2 really go about this one, how they manage to train, because it's also not easy to train right now because of the fact that 420's live. Obviously, they're playing this patch on the Tournament Realm servers, which, you know, you can find your opponents here and there, but not every team is hardcore training, and certainly not hardcore training in older patches, that's for sure, because of obviously all the I mean, it's almost a completely different game.
The only teams you can train against now are the teams that are in this tournament themselves, and in the other side of the bracket, basically. They're the people you're going to be looking for, and you're just going to try and hope you get the best partner you can.
Well, it's going to be tough for them. I mean, 2 spots up for grabs. Some very, very strong teams are in that one. If you're lucky enough to be watching this before Saturday, the 20... Damn it, I forgot the date. What are we on today? 27th, 29th, 30th. There we go. Wait, no, the 29th.
29th, Joe. 28th.
I missed a number.
We're on Thursday. 28th is Friday.
27, 29, 30. So, yeah, the 29th and the 30th of November, which is what I was trying to actually get at.
Maths is always hard on air.
It's very hard
a tricky
for me.
thing.
Even though I was looking at the date down there at the bottom
I don't know
of
what
the
we
PC.
do on a quiz show. We'd be useless.
Well, there's a reason that we're video game commentators and not quiz show hosts, I think, for that one. Number 1, because we're not very good at doing quizzes. And number 2, because video game commentary is a lot cooler than being a quiz show host. course. But yeah, round 2 is going to be on Saturday and Sunday, starting at 4:30 p.m. Central European Time. And obviously, you can find the streams for them over on lolesports.com and all the discussion, as per usual, on Reddit. So hope to see you guys then.